Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet. We're here in the podcast studio in our Whitehall office, and we are here for the media day for the Trinity Health Athletic Trainers, the Trinity Health Sports Medicine Athletic Trainers. It's been a good time. These guys know how to have fun. You guys do, don't you? You know how to spend a Friday night.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. At a football game, basketball game, what have you.
Exactly.
So on the podcast, we have Bailey Wilkes.
Hi.
Holton Red Devils, athletic trainer. We have Pam Simot,
Go Trojans.
Fruitport Trojans, and we have Kathy Rockema, North Muskegon Norsemen, and anything else, any other
Anything else
schools
that needs
that
to be covered.
so
Go Norse.
and we have waiting in the wings, Nick Taylor waiting for us, Hesperia Panthers. So getting ready to go, getting ready to hop on at some point in the podcast. But so what's this been like for you guys? This I know it's a new thing. I think the Roncomas kind of said, "Hey, can we do a media day for trainers?" Like that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do it. And it just so happens to be March's Athletic Trainer Month, so great timing for it. But what do you guys think of this?
Well, I saw it on Instagram first, all the media for the sports teams for college, and they had one specifically with an athletic trainer. I said, hey, that would be a really good idea, especially with March being Athletic Training Month. So I happened to get a hold of you, and it made it happen.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you for doing that, for reaching out. It's awesome. What do you guys think?
It's cool.
It's always fun to get our group together.
Yeah.
We have a good time. We have a good time.
How often do you get together collectively?
Once a month.
We have
for
a meeting.
meetings.
Let's say once a month in person, and then we do another online altogether.
Yeah.
But
But we try to get together if we're close by and playing games like Friday
Socially.
night. Socially.
Oh, yeah.
We'll try to get together after games.
You don't have to say anything more. I know what you mean.
You can find us at local places on Friday night.
I know what you mean. I don't mind visiting local places either. So, but I mean, why did you get into this field, this career path? What was it that inspired you to do this?
I kind of fell in love with it when I played sports all through college and high school. I got injured and was in the training room with my athletic trainer every single day. I'm sure she was sick of me by the end of my career, but I kind of just fell in love with it, and ever since then, I wanted to be the person that could heal my athletes and watch them go from healthy to injured back to healthy and back to normal after, what most people would call a season-ending injury, stuff like that, where we can come back and we can complete sports and we can come back to competition.
So where are you from originally?
I graduated from Lower Shores and went to MCC and then went to Grand Valley for my bachelor's and my master's. So
Cool. And then
stayed
what?
here.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks for being on. Thanks for doing what you do, keeping the athletes healthy. Pam, what about you? What got you into this?
I love sports just across the board, any sports, and I love medicine, and I've been doing this a long time, and it just seemed like a good fit. I don't think when I first started my career, this was what I thought I'd be doing, but I love what I do.
What's the best part? I mean, that's kind of probably a tough question to answer because there's probably a lot of best parts, but
Working with high school kids are fun kids.
yeah. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, they're fun to be with. They make you happy. You can have a crappy day going on, and they just make your day better.
Yeah. No, that's a highlight for me. Just being out. For me too, it's also socializing with people at the game, the people I know,
Right,
running into people you know. Kathy, what about you?
Well, I'm from Kalamazoo, originally went to Comstock High School. And
Colts.
Colts. And we had two athletic trainers. Back in '85, we really didn't, or in the '80s, you really didn't have many athletic trainers, but Western had a great program, and we had two athletic trainers that would come out to our school. And their just demeanor and the way they treated me when I was injured, I just said, I want to do that. So I played sports 1 year in Grand Valley and decided to get into the program, and then graduated from there. And then came to Muskegon. Been here ever since.
Yes, we got Nick waiting in the wings. I mean, should I have him just take my headphones?
Sure.
And you guys, no, you can.
Yeah.
You can. You want to stay on, or you want?
I'll stand.
Oh, you stand. Come on over, Nick. I'll introduce you. If you can see him, yep, see him waving in the camera back there. This is Nick Taylor, athletic trainer for Hesperia, and we'll put him on. And He's going to run the show, or Kathy can run it, or you guys can all run it. I'll just stay here hiding in the corner. Here you go, Sarah.
So Nick, where are you from?
So I'm originally a Red Devil, so it's a little weird being at Hesperia, but yeah, went to Olivet and then University of Findlay. And I don't know, it's just, I had a great athletic trainer in high school, who is actually our boss's boss now, and kind of turned me onto the field, and loved it ever since.
That's cool. What brought you back to the Muskegon area?
So I actually had a lot of interaction with our current boss, John, and Jacqueline and Marcus, in undergrad. And then I kind of made the decision, I'm like, I owe them guys. They helped me out a lot. And being from here, like, I wanted to return. It was a perfect fit.
Pam, what about you? You're not from this area originally.
Nope. I grew up in Clarkston, Michigan, home of the Wolves. I was a cross-country and track runner in high school. I attended Oakland Community College and then went on to Central.
Bailey, you're from here originally.
Yep. Born and raised.
Yeah. So what have you seen over the years that have changed, that has made it better
Made it better.
as far as athletic training?
I think the evolvement of concussion care is probably one of the best things I've seen. I think it has some goods and some bads. The fact that we have so much more knowledge about concussions right now is good. I also feel like we've swayed a little too far in the time frame of how long we care for a concussion. But I think research is catching back up with that, and we'll see what's going to happen.
Would you say that's the most injury you see?
Gosh darn. No, thank goodness. The most injuries are sprains and strains, general contusions. I'm the odd duck, I think, of athletic trainers here in Muskegon. I love wrestling. Most of us don't like working wrestling, but that's my sport to work. I love working wrestling and cross country.
Bailey, what's your favorite sport?
I'm more of a soccer. I've played soccer my whole life, so I love covering soccer. But the past year or so, I've also gotten a liking for wrestling.
Nick?
Pam and I are both those odd ducks. We enjoy wrestling a lot. Wrestling, baseball, softball,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm a volleyball, softball girl, so that's
Yeah.
my sport that I like.
I do like volleyball because Fruitport traditionally is good at volleyball, so I'm learning to enjoy that one.
So North Muskegon had a pretty successful year this year. We had good football and good basketball. I mean, it's nice when the teams are doing well. How do you guys do when the teams aren't doing so well?
Ooh, at Fruitport, we've had a tough run in boys and girls basketball this season. For me, I just try to tell the kids to focus on what they're improving individually and look at the big picture. It's really hard to look at each loss. But if you look at the big picture, I think you feel a little bit better. And what's your end goal? It's hard to keep kids positive nowadays, I think. I think we all struggle in being in a positive aspect, but that's how I try things.
Nick?
So we've had our struggles, obviously. I think it's mostly combating the mental aspect of things, because it's always easy to lose, but it never gets easier to win.
Yeah.
So it's just the mentality of it. You just got to keep everyone positive, and it's tough. It's really tough.
I know some teams have gotten into some of these mental training things. North Muskegon's had somebody come in, and I think that's been pretty helpful for them.
Yeah. So the psychological aspect of our field is definitely on the rise, I think.
Yeah.
Same thing with us. We've had our struggles, and same thing as Pam said, looking at the bigger picture, but also looking at the small things. Like for football season this year, for example, we looked at like the bigger picture of, okay, we're building a program. We're not going to start out winning every single game. Like when you start building a program from nothing, it's just you have to start somewhere. But we also looked at like each game. Okay, what do we improve this game? What do we need to work on a little bit more? What, one game we went 2 steps back, and the next game we had, a milestone that we haven't seen all season, like 300 yards of movement anyway, whether it's passing, throwing, like running, anything. So that kind of it's just mental toughness, especially with these young kids trying to learn, like, not only are they student athletes, they're trying to, you know, do all that stuff and juggle all that, but then trying to stay with the mental toughness of, we had a lot of people like wanting to quit halfway through just because it gets hard. And that's kind of what we stressed. And like, we see them all the time where they come in and they just come to us and vent, where we can talk to them and be like, okay, we need to be mentally tough. You know, we can kind of help them through that and stuff like that.
It's nice to have that room where they can come and kind of talk to you.
What sports have everybody played?
Oh, that we played? Yeah, what sports?
So I ran cross country and track in high school and then 2 years of college.
I did volleyball, softball, and basketball in high school, and then I played 1 year of volleyball and 1 year of softball at Grand Valley.
I was football, soccer, wrestling, and baseball, and I played 4 years of collegiate baseball.
I played soccer, and I played 2 years of collegiate soccer.
I think it's important that everybody, I like the multi-sport athlete myself. A lot of people have just kind of pigeonholed themselves into one sport, and I don't. For their health and their everything, I think it's more important to play more than one.
Absolutely.
It's so much more fun to learn, to be a multi-sport athlete than you're working with different kids and different coaches. So you're learning how to deal with different people. And I think that's super important as they move through the systems. If they go to college or if they go right into the workforce, then they know how to work with different types of people and under different types of
and
people.
how the movements kind of translate from sport to sport, and people don't really understand that.
I have one athlete, she was playing volleyball, club volleyball, high school volleyball, never took a break. And, you know, her body just broke down. She just had to, like, not play.
Yeah.
I think you mentally need a break. Holy moly.
Yes.
No?
Want me to take that back over, Nick?
Yeah, all yours.
Take that back over.
He's going to move us along.
Right. Good job, Nick. Do you want a job here or no? I mean, all right. You have to teach me about your job quite a bit, and I'm a slow learner, so be patient with me. But so, could you imagine doing anything else? Any of you guys? Uh-oh. Someone's opening the shades. We're gonna get to see the outdoors, kind of like the Today Show or something. Someone sitting on a remote or something? Someone else might be hitting it in the other one, but it's fine. We're good. So, yeah. So could you guys imagine doing anything else with your lives?
I think I knew I wanted to do this right out of high school. So, and there was nothing else. I wanted to stay in sports and just be around it all the time. And I knew as a woman, we were only going to go so far with it, but I enjoyed it.
I look forward to going to work every single day. Very rarely do I say, oh, I got to go to work. I get excited to go to work. It's almost as exciting as being with my family, but I enjoy my work day. I very rarely, like I said, really dread going into work. It's a good time. The kids are fun to work with. Kind of annoying sometimes, but pretty good kids.
No, we in like sports media and stuff too. We lead parallel lives, I guess, in some ways. Like you guys lead parallel lives to athletic directors. So same with sports media.
Yeah.
Because we're at a lot of the same stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And, so
Late nights and all, it kind of get
late nights and
yeah,
weekends.
weekends.
Yep. You got to adjust some of your family plans and things, but it all works out in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. So what's your proudest moment, best memory so far? Is that too hard to nail down too?
Proudest moment?
You had that kid at Catholic that one time. The football player that you had to do.
Oh, so I've had, as all of us have had, pretty scary injuries. I had an athlete a few years ago when I was at Muskegon Catholic have a pretty close catastrophic injury. He ended up being healthy after some recovery time. Yeah, those are tough situations. They, for me personally, drag me down for a few days. You worry all the time. You don't sleep. And I don't think a lot of people realize how much we're invested emotionally when things like that go down. It's tough. And I think it's gotten tougher for me as a mom now I take care of these kids a little bit differently than I did before I have my own children.
Yeah.
But yeah, and best memories, I was very, very fortunate to work at Muskegon Catholic when they had a great run with their football team. Going to Ford Field was a lot of fun. I've been very lucky to do a lot of kind of cool stuff in the high school athletic world.
And what about for you, Bailey?
It's hard. I'm newer, so I
Yeah,
don't have.
because you played soccer, and I think I might even done a story when you guys were
Yeah.
when you were playing. So I tell you know, I've been doing this a while too. So
But I don't have as much experience as these two wonderful ladies, but there's just a proud moment of seeing, like, I had a pretty big injury this fall, towards the beginning of the season, and then watching him kind of go through different rehab stuff, rest, stuff like that, and then being able to see him play again was like a really proud moment of, like, okay, we did it. We're back. Like, we're out of the scary moments. Best memories,
to be determined yet?
yeah, they're kind of just day to day. Like, you just get to
Yeah.
meet these kids and know their personalities and know them and watch them grow. And I'm excited for watching them grow and everything.
Oh, and I can see how you guys would get attached too. I mean, and so we're working with students and stuff. We're trying to get them to cover games for us and trying to mentor them and everything. And you do get attached to them, just because you're working with them, and when you see the growth and see those moments where they beam about doing something really cool, that really,
It is.
makes me
it is
happy.
fun. When the kids come in the training room and say, Pam, did you see my 3-point shot or my great kick or something? It's really fun to see them shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the
about you?
girls' soccer team makes you a TikTok for athletic training month, it's always the highlight of my day. And when they're glad to see you when you're coming to check on them at practice, and they all yell your name, and that's really cool. I've had, I was with Orchard View when they had the good football run, and that was always a good time. North Muskegon had a good year this year. Soccer team won a state champion, my first state championship as an athletic trainer, so that was really cool.
Were you at the basketball game Tuesday or not?
Yeah, that was.
What's your take on that?
I think we need a shot clock in basketball. That was unbelievably how they just walked up the court and just ate up all that
Just
clock.
yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah, that's tough. But any other thoughts before we sign off on this podcast and get you on your way? I know you probably got games and other stuff to do, but
We're done right now.
all right.
Not me.
Not me.
Hey,
Spring sports coming.
yeah, you got a basketball tonight?
No,
Are you not on the
I'm covering
job
the
for that?
risers.
Oh, okay. So you got that, but you've got Fruitport
Have
Spring Lake
Fruitport
basketball.
Spring Lake girls basketball
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah.
7 o'clock. Good times.
That's right. I think I'm going to Newaygo for Fremont Grant girls. So
We're playing. Holton is playing at Shelby.
yeah, we got someone
Shelby
going there. We got one of
District.
those students we talked about that I've talked about earlier. She's going to cover that for us. So
Okay.
Yeah.
good deal. But thanks for being on, and more importantly, thanks for joining us here for the media day. It's a lot of fun, and it's just fun to see you guys just kind of interacting and coming up with some cool ideas for the videos and stuff. And John just stood in the background. I don't know if he wants to be on the mic or not, but we'll shout out John Ronkham as well.
I appreciate you, Scott, too, for taking the time to do this.
We-
Oh, this is
For
great.
National Athletic Training Month. So
This is great. So we'll get this content turned around to you. You guys will get photos, digital photos, Head and Shoulders, the posters. You'll get the hype video, all that content. And then this lives on our CatchMark SportsNet YouTube channel, hopefully forever. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down.
Great.
But all right, well, thanks a lot, everybody, and have good weekends. Enjoy
you
it.
very much.
Thank you.